Brothers and sisters, Father Frank Pavone here, National Director of Priests for Life, bringing you my daily diary for Wednesday and Thursday, May the 4th and 5th of 2022. Here at my desk early on Wednesday morning, did the early morning mass, taped it for broadcast, had a radio interview at 7:05 a.m., then got on the phone with my pastoral or administrative staff, had our big staff briefing at 8:30, where we had updates from various members of the team from around the country who are visiting with us this week for update meetings. Rachel's Vineyard, for example, which is a ministry of Priests for Life, Silent No More, and others. Then right after that morning briefing, which was about an hour, so about 9:30, I went into the studio to tape a special spot requested by some national media outlets. Then at 10 o'clock, we had our pastoral team come together for various updates from the different departments. So to update on website traffic, update on social networking statistics. All of our platforms are growing. I hope you're connected with all of them. Travel matters and more. So that meeting went for about an hour as well. Then I went to my desk, caught up on some emails with leaders preparing for future trips and talks and responding to this whole Supreme Court situation. We adjusted a Google ad that we run regularly. At noon, the whole staff gathered for lunch and updates, and then I went into the studio right after lunch and taped for Right Side Broadcasting for our program Praying for America. That was a taping at 1:15. Then at 2 o'clock, I got into a car that picked me up and went down to Mar-a-Lago. Now, while I was in the car riding, I had a 45-minute meeting with our data team, and data is the lifeblood of any ministry. You got to have good data, and so we met about all that. Plus, I had a number of other phone calls on the way in the car and emails that I was doing at my laptop. The event I went to was a movie showing by Dinesh D'Souza there in the Mar-a-Lago ballroom. I had an opportunity at the reception to talk with people like Rudy Giuliani and Dan Bongino, Charlie Kirk, and Eric Metaxas, Kimberly Guilfoyle, various other people. And then during the evening, got a chance also to talk to President Trump, to greet him, and on behalf of all of you, really, of Priests for Life. And I did that. Then when the event was over at about 10:30, my car picked me up, and I drove back to Titusville and got to my office about 1 o'clock in the morning and went to bed. Very happy for a beautiful event. Thursday, May the 5th, I was up by 5 o'clock, did the Mass, taped the Mass for broadcast, then had, morning meeting with our administrative. I taped the Mass, and then I did a live broadcast from 7 to 7:45, talking about in detail the Alito opinion that was leaked for the Dobbs case. And then I went into a meeting with my administrative team, our usual early morning phone call, and then had the 8:30 meeting with the staff. Again, an extended meeting with their various kinds of reports from our communications director, from our Washington, D.C. office, from our youth outreach, et cetera, et cetera. At 8:50 a.m., I had a 10-minute radio interview, went back, had to step out of our staff meeting, do their interview, came back to the meeting, which lasted until about 9:45. Then at 10 o'clock, I had a live interview in the studio with by Zoom with a reporter from the Washington Times. Then went into a meeting with our executive director and one of our pastoral associates, Kevin Burke. That meeting lasted until about 10:35. At 10:45, I was back in the TV studio for a 45-minute live interview on Real America's Voice. And no, actually, that was a taped interview, but that was 45 minutes. And then right after that, at 11:30, I had a 30-minute radio interview. All of this is about the Supreme Court and the Dobbs case, of course, and that lasted a half hour until 12 noon when I went into the cafe and had a lunch with our team, our staff. Then at 1 o'clock, taped a show for Right Side Broadcasting, our Praying for America program. That's a half-hour show. At the end of that, at 1:30, went into the meeting of our pastoral team, and we had a Zoom meeting with another pro-life leader, and we were doing planning and so forth. Then at 2:30, met in the office of our executive director together with our associate director, Father Dennis Wild, an Augustinian priest. Finished that meeting, had a phone call with our vice chairman for a while, checked on some emails at my desk. And then at 4 o'clock, I had another half-hour radio interview. At 4:30, met with our executive director and our broadcast team to plan the schedule for broadcasts for next week. And right after that meeting, I took some of our team to an early dinner over here at a restaurant near our office. And then came right back to the office after dinner, and at 6:40 p.m. had a live interview on One America News, again about the Supreme Court's decision. Did that interview, and then had one of our staff here who handles our website videos, and we met to organize a whole bunch of videos that we have and that we want to deploy in the near future. So we had about an hour or so meeting, a little over an hour meeting with that, bringing us up to about 8:30 p.m. And that was a very full day. I did a little bit of final quiet work and prayer, and then went to bed. So that was the 4th and 5th of May of 2022. Thanks for keeping up with these updates. God bless you.